Alright. Oh my god, it's dark in here. There we go, that's a bit better. Alright, chat. Oh god, this hair. Never mind the hair, boys. Just got washed, so it is a bit wet and looks a bit funny, but that's alright. Sure, I'll live. Alright. My hair actually does look very funky right now. What up, chat? So we've got a lot to stream today. We've got a ban list and we have a new box. So should be fun. I see the Duel Links Meta website though has made the box a little bit more awkward this time. There's no rarities on it, which is a bit more awkward to review, but should be fine still, I think. Just gonna be no rarities. Bit lame, but hey, if they were, I guess they got a bit bored this time. I couldn't be bothered doing the rarities. All right. So what are we doing first? Are we doing ban list or are we doing box? What do you reckon, chat? Ban list or box? I reckon you're all going to type ban list, but we'll ask anyway. What do you want first? Ban list or box? Yeah, I thought you were going to type ban list. All right, we'll do ban list first then. How many people we got? 85? We're a little bit longer then, so I assume we'll get easily over a decent number. Let me get this DLM off the screen. Spoiler alert. There we go. Alright. Yeah, wait a little bit longer just so we get like over 100 or whatever, then I'll go through it. Because I don't want to be repeating stuff. That wouldn't be good. Bros goes to the box and teases like, there you are. Is there a skill ban list on this one? Oh, there's no ban list for skills? Bruh. Still no Destiny draw ban. Feels bad, man. Getting cucked on the Destiny draw ban yet again. Every time. Every fucking time. Also, no spoilers, by the way. If anyone's seen it already in chat, no spoilers. Don't spoil it for the rest of the lads, alright? I actually have no idea what's on this ban list at all. I haven't gotten a single, like, even a mention of what's on there. I heard some people say it's spicy, but then again, I also saw someone type in chat a minute ago that it was short, so I don't know. Even Link will have D-draw, that'll make it better. That will just make it better. Oh, geez, something spoilerish. Alright, hang on. I'll delete the comment. Hang on. I didn't actually read it. I just fucking I'll delete it. Just in case it's a spoiler. There you go. Saved. Alright, we're over 100. Let's get into this ban list. Alright. What have we got, boys? What have we got? This better be juicy, alright? I'm not really sure what they're gonna ban on there though, because on the if we watch the latest tournament, and like 90% of the decks are new. The only deck they can hit is Hero. And even then, the new Hero skill is kind of new as well, so I think we're going to see Heroes on here. Other than that, I have no idea what they're going to hit, because everything is super new, and they don't like hitting new stuff, so you can expect maybe Rose Dragon, it seems a little strong, obviously, but they can't hit it hard, it's too new, so I guess they hit some of the older Rose Dragon cards, I guess. Let's see. Alright. That's not what that's really not what I expected to see as the first thing on here. Limited 3 Shiranui Spirit Master. Holy shit. Are we bringing back Shiranui? Is it time? That is not what I expected. Damn, it's been a while. Well, I was going to look up the current ban list, but I think that the current ban list won't show you this stuff, right? How many Shiranuis are currently on the ban list? there's got to be an absolute fuck ton of them, right? How do we do this? Insult by limited, right? Shiranui. Alright, so it's no longer competing with these two. So, wait, it still competes with Spectral, though. It literally still competes with one of them. Huh? Huh? Why? Okay, I assume Spectral is on there, right? There's got to be there has to be another change on there. They're not just going to move this one to compete with another Shiranui. It would change nothing. They've got to have Spectral on there. Okay, Spectral's on this list. Guaranteed it's unlimited. Guaranteed. If it's not, I'll be very, very surprised if they just move the fucking if they just move this to compete with another Shiranui. That would be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. So Spectral's got to be on here. Has to be. Unlimited. Alright. No longer on the list. Phantom Knight. A deck that was doing really well at Worlds is no longer on the list. Wait, what is... How is there more... Is there even any more bans after this? Do they normally do no longer on the list? Wait, where's all the other limits? Wait, how short is this ban list? How are we already in the no unlimited stuff? How tiny is this ban list? Alright, well they unbanned Silent Boots, despite it being one of the prominent decks at the World Championship. I think it even came second? I don't know, actually remember. Yeah, that's the only that's literally an unban. This is an unban list. What the fuck? I did not expect that. Okay, it's an unban list. Well, Phantom Knights... I don't know why they got an unlimited, but sure. Swordswoman. Did it have to get unlimited? Did it have to? Like, really? Did anyone ask for this? Who in chat asked for this to actually get unlimited, huh? Who? Why? Why do I have to deal with this stupid dumb burn card once again? Well, it was even limited to. Was it limited to 1? Limited to 2? What was it even limited to? Does anyone remember? I'm still so surprised this card got unlimited. It's like, yeah, well, this deck did super well at Worlds. Fuck it. We'll unlimit it. Make it stronger again. It was limited to 2? Okay, whatever. Whatever, don't care. L plus ratio. Okay, Scrap Recycler. Crystron's coming back, are we? Are we bringing back the... How many Crystrons are on this unlimit list? How many of the Crystron cards? Is the Gen X card on here? That's the real question. Are we finally going to free the poor Gen X card that suffered for the poor because of Crystron? Is that Gen X card on here? It better be. That poor Gen X tuner monster that got limited due to a fucking Crystron deck. It's got to be on here. Scrap Recycler. Alright, well, Crystron's going to be very happy about this one. And honestly, Crystron's still a pretty strong deck. Or would be a strong deck. It's not like... Like, if all the stuff was unlimited, it'd be a strong deck. It wouldn't be a bad deck. So that's pretty damn nuts. It's pretty nuts. Buff for Desperado. I don't think that's a Desperado buff. I don't think Desperado was playing this even if it was unlimited at 3. And it's 100% a Crystron buff. And basically only a Crystron buff. No one else plays this shit. This is the ban list? Yeah, it's not really much of a ban list. It's kind of an unlimit list. It's a bit interesting, this one. But, you know, whatever. Alright, this is a long one. Alright, there it is. Alright, so this one's at 3 because this one's been freed. So they're no longer competing with each other. Shiranui getting unlimited is an interesting one because that deck is kind of good. Kind of good. Like, when I say kind of good, in Duel Links I meant really good. Shiranui was like top tier for a long time in various different forms over various different ban lists. So buffing Shiranui is a bit of a scary thing to do. Very scary. We have power crept the game a little bit since then, so it might not be as scary anymore, but it's pretty damn terrifying. My Akashi buff? I don't think that's that's not my Akashi buff, because I wasn't really running much of the limited Shiranui stuff anyway. We're just running this. And the other limited too. Alright. That's a very interesting one, to bring back something that strong. That's very, very, very interesting. I guess it also means that they can play this stuff in like the Lightsworn Shiranui too now? Because that was like, when Shiranui was first released, wasn't Lightsworn Shiranui actually a thing? It was first released? I don't actually remember. They were at least using the mill card, right? That was being played. And they limited stuff so they couldn't. And this being unlimited means you probably can now. Is Is it limit 3, the Light Swan cards? I guess you can't because if you want to run triple of that guy, but you can run double of him, right? Light Sword. Oh no, it's limit 2. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was limited, sorry. You can't run that shit. Cannot run that shit. Alright. Alright. Moving on. What's next on this unlimited list? Oh, another a tier 0 deck is coming off. Oh, that's a juicy unlimited. Wasn't this limit 1? Was this limit 1, chat? And it's now free, completely free? Is that what just happened to that thing? Oh, that is a juicy unlimit. Oh, it was a 1. It's free. Oh, that is so good. I mean, don't get me wrong. The deck, we're talking about a deck that was good in like 20, I don't know, 2019. It was probably good. So it's probably not going to be that solid, not that strong, but holy shit, this one's free as well, right? So the entire deck's now free. That's nuts. Was it 2018? It's ancient anyway, so it's probably not going to be very strong anymore. But still, that is a nuts unlimit. When is this happening, by the way, this unlimit? When is this actually happening? 6th of September. That's pretty good, because then I can do new box videos. I have a Master Duel video planned. Then I'll have BANLIST videos. Should be pretty fun. Alright. That is a nuts one, though. This deck was tier 0 at one point, by the way, Chad. Just remember that. Probably won't be anymore, but still. Care factor? Anyone? Any carers? Wasn't this card limited on release? Was this one of those few cards they limited on release, or like just after it was released or some shit? A card that no one was going to play anyway. I was like, Konami? We're not even going to play this card. Why are you limiting it? XD? Who? That one's actually a who? Alright, moving on. Oh no. Oh, it's getting dangerous now, boys. They are unlimited scrap recycle and Riot. Oh, it's getting dangerous now. Oh, I don't know about this one. Hey. Crystron, I'm just saying, is a deck that... I say Kokai Mirror, this one definitely got power cracks, right? I don't think this is going to be that great anymore. But this one... yeah, I won't get S on that one. That's... maybe don't unlimit the Crystron cards, please. That deck... yeah, that one's a bit of a scary deck as well to be unlimiting. I know I keep doing this, but I have to check. It only has 2 on there. Oh my god, that means this is the only card competing left. And there's the Gen X guy, is he limit 3? I know he's 2, so he's competing as well. The Gen X controller is still competing. There's no way, out of all the Crystron cards to get unlimited, they left the poor Gen X guy on there. That would be messed up. The poor guy that had nothing to do with it just got thrown in the crossfire because he happened to be in the deck. There's no way that they're going to unlimit this card and not the Gen X card, I swear. If controller's not on here, I swear. That poor guy. That poor guy. He's just a tuner monster, man. Leave him alone. He's not even part of the archetype. Alright. Moving on. Oh. That's it. Oh, that's it. Wow, that was That is a juicy unlimited list. Scrap... Oh my... Crystron's gonna be very happy and very scary. Shirinoi's really happy with these changes as well. I actually think there's a good chance that Crystron will be, if not rogue level, like tier 3. This deck is really fucking good. Especially with all the new Synchro stuff coming. If there's any Synchro stuff that helps Crystron, it'll be Mentor. It has to be machine stuff for that, right? So... yeah, overall pretty fun little list. I think Kokai is a, not going to be strong enough anymore. Still a nice little unlimit though. And Crystron and Shiranui are super interesting. Super interesting. Yeah, where's Rod? They unlimited all this and they didn't unlimit Rod. Oh, that's golden. Oh, there's no Rod on here. It's how can these decks be weaker than Dark Magician? You can't tell me Crystron's gonna be weaker than Dark Magician. You cannot actually tell me that. What? Konami, where's Dark Magician and why is it unlimited? That is messed up. That is messed up. Alright. Well, that's it at the ban list. Now we got new box time. Let's see if they've actually made the website have the rarities yet, or I'm just going to have to go through the cards as just a pool of cards. I'm going to have to go through them as just a pool of cards. Thank you, Konami. No, I can't say Konami for that. Thank you, DLM, for not doing the rarities this time. Fuck you. Alright. That one, and that one. There it is. Alright. We've got some cards to go through. Now, unfortunately, I can't really go through them one at a time. Or I can, but you're going to be seeing like spoilers because I can't do the normal scrolling thing that I do because I can't even zoom in because I think that just messes up the whole HUD thing. Right? Yeah, you can't even read the card then. I can't even read the card if I do that. Goddamn chat's blocking half the text. God damn it, chat. Why are you blocking half the text? What, if you can just get over me, you can just get me to read it, right? Then that's fine. It's actually really annoying. Its formatting is so much worse than normal. It's so annoying. Maybe I'll take chat off screen just for this, because otherwise it's just, you can't read half the text, so... Let me just take chat off screen. Alright. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. Poor Gen X controller did nothing wrong. Alright, so I guess we'll save the Synchros for last, because they're probably the more exciting cards. Some of these are probably going to be Ultra Rares or SRs, but I literally can't help that. DLM's put in a dumb order this time, so... There's some reprints down here as well for anyone that cares about that. Well, that's a cool reprint. Paleo buff. The shitty ice barriers, not the expensive ones, of course. Alright. Let's start off with Drag Unity Armagram. This is installing Duel Links again, man. Hell yeah. Get back on that Duel Links. Is that how they bring people back? There's unlimited cards. Alright. Drag Unity. You can banish 2 Drag Unity or Winged Beast monsters from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. You can target one face-up monster, its effects are negated, also it loses 1,000 attack for each equipped card you control. When your opponent monster is destroyed a battle and sent to the graveyard, you can equip to this card. You can equip it to this card. Alright, so this card it's not a weak card, but it's not a card that I think does anything. Because, okay, Drag Unity is, in Duel Links, I don't know how it is in anywhere else, but in Duel Links, just a flat out OTK deck. If your opponent has no disruption, they die. That's just what it does. It summons a big dude who banishes your entire opponent's board, kills it. This just kind of helps it do the same thing. Like, it doesn't really do anything for the deck. This is what the deck already does. So, like, if you put this in the deck, is probably going to take the slot of like a back row removal, which is probably more useful in a deck that already kills your opponent anyway. So I don't really see a use for this. I feel like the only thing that Drag Unity actually needs is some kind of turn 1 play, since their turn 1 is currently pretty shit. And this is just, like, I guess win more. It literally just helps you do something you're already good at. Like, this card, its other effect reduces, like, attack, but who cares about reducing attack to 0 when they have no monsters on board because you just remove them all, you know? So this card does literally nothing. Like, actually nothing. Black Queen got a new skill. I think I actually went through the skills already offline. I have a look out there after. So yeah, don't care about this card, and I don't think anyone needs to care about it. Alright. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Spells and traps sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. Slightly relevant. That's good for Phantom Knight, right? That's probably the only deck that actually cares about having spell and trap cards in the graveyard, though. So... DP intensifies. Alright. You can only use agents falling effects of General Weight of the Ice Barrier once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster... Sorry, if your opponent is a monster and you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal special summoned, you can add one Ice Barrier spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. That's a lot more relevant. If this card's normal special summoned, you can add one Ice Barrier spell and trap card from your hand. Is very relevant. So this card's obviously really good going second. And it's also a fantastic search. And I reckon these guys have special summons on them anyway. I don't include the ultra rare. Ice Barrier. This dude resummons from graveyard. Maybe they don't have any easy special summons. I don't know. This card obviously gets a lot stronger if we have easy special summoning effects, because obviously you don't rely on a going second card too much. This isn't a game where there's a coin flip you get to decide. It's not like Master Duel. So, not sure how good this will be in Duel Links, purely because you don't like going second cards only. But it's certainly not awful. If you do get this going second, it's great. You just gotta search off of it. Unless your first monster is removed, smile. I think the spell and trap card thing is pretty irrelevant. It literally is only good for yeah, it's literally only good for Phantom Knight. That's about it. I don't think anyone cares about it otherwise. Odeon players. Oh yeah. I don't know. The card's okay. Any searcher is good, but whether or not the Ice Barriers actually have any good special summoning cards, which I don't remember if they do or not. There might be some coming up anyway. It's not awful though. Being able to search for anything is obviously a good effect, so we'll see. Dragunity Legatus. What? If you control Dragon Ravine or a Dragunity monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a Dragunity monster is in the spell and trap card zone, you target one spell and trap card on the field, destroy it. Bad. It's just bad, right? No, it's just bad, right? I'd want MST over this any day. Like I said, the deck already OTKs. You don't need this extra body after you've already got your bodies on board. It's just bad. Yeah, when you say free special summon, you gotta understand, like, in the Dragunity deck, when do you need this? This is only playable, and you can only special summon it once you already have a Dragunity monster on board. Isn't Ravine just the, Oh no, is the field... It does special summon with the field spell, I guess? I guess it combos well with the field spell? I think I have to wait to read the field spell, actually, to see if I like this card or not. Because if we pretend the field spell doesn't exist, and we just go off of this being summoned when you have a Dragunity monster, it's really bad, because we already have, like, the Dragunity monster, how the deck works, there's two starters, both of which you just normal summon it, stick the dudes on them, go into an OTK, kill your opponent. Like, you don't need a free special summon because it doesn't achieve anything. You're already killing your opponent before needing it. Like, you don't need it for anything. It literally doesn't achieve anything. But if there's like some new way to play the deck where, like, if Ravine is like a searcher and you use Ravine to search for this to then do something, maybe it's good. But I don't know about that one. It's pretty much only good with the field spell. Its general place, it doesn't seem like it has a place in the deck still. It's a good extender, but extenders aren't, that's what I mean, extenders aren't needed in the deck. You're not extending into anything. This deck is an OTK deck. You kill your opponent on the turn you summon it. On the turn you do your standard combo. Like, I think if in the Dragon Unity deck, 95% of the time, you wouldn't even search this. You'd search for the actual starters, right? Where is he? You'd be searching for cards like Course, you'd be searching for your Sonatas, or you'd be searching for your Ducks. Even the Equip spell is a better search, I think. The deck already has so many ways of just... I think I just prefer MST over this. I think I just take an MST. Alright, moving on. We have Judge of the Ice Barrier. Okay. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, each time your opponent activates a card or effect by paying life... Or effect by paying life points... to lose 500 life points. That's a really worthless effect. What effects pay life points in Duel Links? What? Okay. You're going to use the Flaming Face once per turn. You can target 1 or 2 Ice Barrier monsters in your graveyard and 1 or 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. Okay, slightly irrelevant. Not a quick effect though. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you banish this card from your graveyard and target monster on the field, change your defense position. Ugh. Okay, maybe a one-of it's searchable just because it affects certain matchups. So, searchable one-of might be okay, just because it affects really bad, like, certain matchups that just are all graveyard dependent. Other than that, I don't think we care too much. Best Dynamorphia counter? Wrong game. Yeah, it's like a Phantom Knight hater. Also, kind of affects Rose Dragon as well. So, like, it's good against those decks, right? But it's like I think it's just a one-off searcher card, because it's not even good, like, generally against those decks. It's only good in certain situations where you've already got your board set up, because you're not going to end on this and be like, oh yeah, my 1800 attack monster, try to beat this Phantom Knight player, you know? But yeah. Alright. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Alright. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, your opponent cannot tribute summon. Oh, the Monarch players. Any Monarch players in chat? Oh, be scared. Oh. The Monarch meta is finally over, boys. We've stopped the Monarch meta. Okay, moving on. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can discard 1 card, special summon, and 1 Ice Barrier tuner from your deck. Also, you not special monsters except water monsters. Okay, actually relevant. We've hit a relevant card. Okay. We can make some decent Synchro water monsters from this. Also, I don't actually know what the tuner Ice Barrier is, so I assume it's coming up somewhere. Do we even have a tuner Ice Barrier yet? I was taking a brief look over the cards, and I don't see the word tuner anywhere. Oh, this one is a tuner. Okay. Alright. Sick, we can make some synchros out of this. That is decent. I like synchros. Wait, is this the only tuner? It's level 1. Do we have one already? Ice Barrier. What level are we making? Tuner. Oh, I already have a level 3. Oh, of course, there's this dude as well. Oh, we got plenty. Oh, sick. Oh, this card can make a lot of cards, actually. This is really good. Really good. Okay, we haven't got to all the effects yet, but being able to special summon only water monsters isn't really a downside. It's pretty good. It should be still pretty good. And it's a level 4, so it's your starter. Pretty good. If you discard or send a card from your hand to the graveyard to activate an Ice Barrier monster's effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead of one of those cards. Also, not that bad, because it combos itself with itself later on. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Which takes tribute summon in Duel Links? None. Literally none. But that doesn't matter. What matters here is this card is your starter for Synchro plays, which is brilliant. It's like, cool. Really good, really good, really good, really good. Hoping, Hoping we've got some good synchros for this to go into, which I think there's plenty of them coming up, so we'll see. Alright. Ice Barrier's gonna enjoy Territory of the Sharks. Ooh, yeah, they are. Making level 8 super easy then, right? Alright, speaker of the ice barriers. While you control another ice barrier monster, defense position monsters your opponent controls cannot change their battle positions. This one kind of combos with the dude that was making the battle position. I don't think it really matters too much though. You only use each of the 20 effects of speed the ice onto a turn. If you control an ice barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control an ice barrier monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon an ice barrier token. So it's a level 4 that could special summon itself. Probably not that relevant, really. It's kind of relevant if you just normal summon your tuner, then you just special summon this. So I guess this is playable in just a pure ice barrier deck. Just you can also make synchros out of it. When's the update go live? The 6th of next month, I believe. But that's 6th for me, so I don't know if those 6th for you guys. That might be a different date. Probably 7th for most Americans, I think. Okay. So how good is this card? I think this card's alright. Especially if it's searchable. Like, if one of the tuners has a searchable effect, that's really good, because you can summon the tuner, search this dude, special summon it. It's not bad, it's not bad. I think it's just really good for being like 2-card combo plays, whereas this one's like a 1-card, 1.5 card. Might be alright. There's probably enough slots in a pure ice barrier deck for this, I'd imagine. If there's nothing stronger than it, obviously. We'll see, we'll see. Because we might just play some generic water stuff. The thing that I'm thinking about the ice barrier deck is I'm looking for just a really strong ice barrier card that makes you want to actually play ice barriers over just playing, you know, just to summon like all these these synchro monsters. You can probably just use like Deep Sea Diva, you know? Oh shit, hold on. Like, I feel like you can probably just use Deep Sea Diva and Territory of the Sharks, and it's probably going to be better than the Ice Barrier deck, I'm going to be honest, so we will see, we'll see. I'm looking for a really strong effect from these guys, which I haven't really seen yet, so. Pepe laugh, it's coming, oh, it's coming. Alright. Blackwing Kalut the Moonshadow. Alright, so Blackwing is still a fairly playable deck, so let's see what this does. During either player's damage step, when a Blackwing monster you control is attacking or being attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 1400 attack. It's not even a tuner. Nah. Fucking Gauge memes. I don't even know the meme, but alright. I don't know Gauge memes, I'm sorry. Look, I was watching a Gauge video just literally yesterday too. It was bad. They ain't honest. Yeah, I don't think we care about this. I don't think we care. I think we don't care. I'm gonna be real. This card steals games. I think Blackwing are probably just gonna kill your opponent anyway. If we're not using this card, we're just not. Didn't the hand trap for Blackwings get out unlimited? Just use that. Fuck this card. He gets bodied by Kalut so much in the Crescent series. Oh, does he? That's embarrassing. Turn synchros into OTK potential. We're talking about Blackwings. The entire deck is an OTK. That's all it does. It aims to OTK. If you're not OTKing with Blackwings already, there's a problem. They shouldn't have any monsters on board after they all got removed. Blackwings are only really looking for turn 1 stuff. Going second is fine. They don't give a shit about going second. They probably prefer to go second, so they're probably just looking for going first stuff. And I don't think this is like the hand trap that saves the deck, really. Like, if this was the hand trap that saved Blackwings, they would just be running Sphere Kariba already, and it would do basically the same shit. Like, you know? Like, they just don't care. Alright. A new tuner for Drag Unity. Okay, level 3 is that a good level? I'm pretty sure that's not a good level, is it? They want level 2s. Ugh, it's level 3. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 4 lower, win a dragon or wing monster into your graveyard, special summon it, but negate its effects. If this card is currently created to a monster, you can special summon this equipped card. I mean, it's a good card in terms of its effects, both of which allow it to synchro very easily, but what are you going into? It's such a shit level. As you're putting it with, like, Legionnaire or something? Level 7 synchros? Do we have any for Dragon Unity? Actually, I guess it doesn't have any Dragon Unity locks on it. There's no locks on it, so I guess you can just make any level 7s out of it. Oh, it's the new Synchro of the box. There's a new level 7 in here. Okay, okay. I mean, there's no locks on this anyway, right? I thought Dragon Unity had like a bunch of harsh locks on it that stopped you going into anything that wasn't Dragon Unity. You can not special summon monster this turn except dragon monsters. This card doesn't have any lock on it. That's interesting. This card actually lets you run level 7 generic synchros in your deck. Like you can just normal summon this, bring back any of your level 4 dragon units you've already used, and you can make level 7s out of it. Interesting. Alright, so apparently there's a synchro in here that goes with this card too, so wait till we see that, I think. The effects aren't bad, because they're pretty similar to how the other Dragon Unity, like, it's just good effects. They're good effects. Especially like the go from your equip zone to your main zone is just a good effect, because this dude just puts it in the equip zone anyway. So it's a good recovery card later on. You just normal summon it, bring it back, go into a synchro, and it's a good starter card, so you summon your dude, put this card in the equip zone, and bring it up anyway. So yeah, we'll see what the level 7 is for this. The good thing about this is if the level 7 is just like good but not super good, you could run this as just one copy because you can search for it. So you just run it as one copy, and when you need level 7, you can just make level 7 with your dude. Yeah, with your dude here. So yeah, if level 7 is good enough, this will definitely go on the deck. All right, Infernity Conjurer. While you have no cards in your hand, monsters your opponent control lose 800 attack. While you have no cards in your hand, this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Ooh. A level 3 that will be able to bring itself back in Infernity. Does this make the Infernity list? Doesn't the skills like dump shit in the grave anyway as well? Do we need a level 3? Not really. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Based on the current Infernity list, it won't change a whole lot. Keyline Vrains will be added soon. Infernity is another link deck anyway. Synchro, right? Xyz Loop. Do we need this? The effect doesn't seem that bad for Infernity, obviously. Just having a level 3 body to turn into stuff seems okay. But I'm just wondering, like, will this actually be something that the deck needs now? Which is probably not. Link spam Infernity? Maybe. Because, like, the deck just goes around this card anyway. This card just loops itself, gets this card, and you're just good to go. Because, like, you don't really need a special summon level 3 when you have a spell card that just special summons 2 Infinities anyway, right? Like, it already does enough spamming with these 2 alone. You don't really need this. I don't know. I don't think it's that needed. Is the Viagon Infinity? Is that the this dude? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, listen, I don't think you need it. I think we're good without it. It's not an awful effect, though. Alright, Infinity Wildcat. You spell summon this card from your hand by sending one other Infinity monster in your hand to the graveyard. Not bad at emptying your hand. You enter one per turn this way. While you have no cards in your hand, you can banish one Infinity monster from your graveyard. Increase or decrease the level of this card by 1 at the end of this turn. Damn, these cards are like really hard for me to judge, because I feel like, are they good enough to just fit into a current Infinity list? And I'm just coming out with no every time I think about it. Because if we think about current Infinity lists, you want to see what an current Infinity list looks like? A lot of you guys that haven't seen the deck are going to be surprised by this. Because the deck is going to look really different to what you might think. Can I even find one? That's a better question. Has anyone played Infinity in the last 20 years? I bet they haven't, but... Infinity? Anyone's played it? We had 2? This is what a current one looks like. As you can see, they're not running any monsters. So, like, does this thing help? Do either of these help? No. We literally don't run monsters in Infinity. We just loop this card a billion times. Which I feel like, is this going to be a new way to play Infinity? Or are we just going to loop this card a billion times still? And I feel like we're just looping this a billion times. That's just what we're doing. So I don't actually think either of these cards are going to do anything. And we'll see. Maybe they'll make it a stronger version of Infinity than the current looping one. We'll see. There's still one Infinity card to go, right? It might change it. It might change something. Alright. Infinity Sage. During your main phase, you can discard your entire hand. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good way to empty your hand. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Infinity monster from your deck to the graveyard. Ooh. You also have no cards in your hand that don't resolve this effect. Ooh, it's a tuner. Ooh. Huh. Now that's an interesting card. Okay. Are we actually going to see a new version of Infinity come out? Because I feel like this card might actually help a lot with making a new version of Infinity. Just summon this, ditch your hand. If it happens to ditch another copy of itself, you just get to send like a dude to the grave, like a useful dude. Maybe. Garbage just sends everything to the garbage. Maybe. That'd be alright. So if you have a launcher, activate it, summon Sage, dump Arcfiend. I wonder how good this card is. This card actually seems really good. It's a tuner, by the way, so that's pretty big to note. It seems pretty good. I like it. I'm just wondering how... Because, like, again, the question is whatever version of Infinity this card would help make, whatever version you make with this, is it better than just this? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We'll see. We'll see. Moving on. I'm not sure if it's better than that. I'd probably not. I'll be real. But it may make a different version of Infinity, which would be cool. I thought this card was already in Duel Links. Shield Wing. Twice per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. I actually already thought this was in Duel Links. I'm gonna be honest. I literally thought this was already in the game. So, does this matter? No one cares. And if this is an SR rarity, I'm gonna go find Konami's lawn and I'm taking a fat dookie on it because there's no way this is gonna be in the SR pool. I swear to God, Konami, if this is an SR card, I'm gonna be real. Whew, Yeah, it's all hell will break loose over that one. All right. Oh shit. Let me show my fucking button on screen. Shit. All right. Subscribe, by the way, chat, if you're not already subscribed. All right, moving on. Zujin of the Ice Barrier. You can tribute this card, Spirit Summon one level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster from your hand. Okay. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can target one level 3 or higher water monster you control, reduce its level by exactly 2. Okay. It's a tune, it's not a tuner. I banishing these are filled. Okay. I mean, this has a lot of synergy with all the Ice Barrier stuff. Even with this dude from earlier. You can use this, special summon this, search for one of your spell cards, which could be pretty good. And most of your Ice Barriers are pretty high level. Like, they're all super high level dudes, so... You look at them all these high level guys. So I guess it might be relevant. Seems pretty useful. Seems pretty useful. And the fact it can revive itself to be used for like material for stuff. It's also pretty cool.
Card games on motorcycle!
Thank you for the sub, Curry. Thank you. Yeah, I like this card. I'm just not really sure. It's not really a -1 because it brings itself back. So you summon it, tribute it, summon big boss monster, then activates effect, bring itself back. And it means that like you could use this card instead of the big guy as like material if you're doing like a synchro or something. It's not a -1 because it brings itself back. Then again, it's only after the turn it was sent in there, so you can't even do it on turn 1. So it's a -1 for one turn, I guess. Ice Barrier Brick Hand, it will be. I don't know, it seems okay. We'll see though. Not great, not the greatest effect. There's probably better effects, is what I'm getting at, okay? There's probably better effects than this one. Alright. Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier. Sea Serpent Effect Tuner. Oh, Ice Barrier deck is a brick. Yeah, that's probably what we're getting at. When you control another Ice Barrier monster, oh, it's the tuner, right? When you transfer monster, your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. Not the worst effect for a tuner monster, I guess. During your main phase, you can send one level 3 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, this card's level becomes the same as that monster's. Oh, that's cool. So this guy can be any big boy. So you normal summon this, make it into whatever level you like, special summon this dude from hand, and there's already a combo. Oh, so this dude can turn to like, this card can special summon this card from deck and make like any level, any water synchro you like. Literally like any level water synchro. That's pretty dope. You have to run specific levels, obviously, but in your deck, I'm sure you can get around that. That's pretty damn good. I like this tuner monster a lot. This seems pretty dope. And just if you hard draw this card and this card, you obviously do the same kind of shit. Okay. Ice Barrier seems quite playable if you have some good water synchros. It seems quite playable. There's already some good water synchros in the game, right? Like the current Bryanak we have is pretty decent, so... We'll see. Very good tuner. I like it. Alright. Infinity Pawn. During your draw phase, if you have no cards in your hand, during your draw phase, Infinity kills you on their first turn. They don't care about draw phases. Ugh. Ugh. No. Moving on. Morph King Steige Gel. Is this an alien? What is this thing? What is this hideous thing? This is like... I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. This looks like poor E.T. had like... I don't know. My poor boy E.T. is like, I don't know, sat a bit too close to a radioactive facility or something. He's gotten a bit messed up, this poor guy. It's like E.T. if he just became one big tumor. Okay. If his crutch looks the same as his head. Like, I can't tell if his head is like... His crutch is like has 2 eyes and a mouth. Like, what's going on here, buddy? Why has your head got another... Okay, moving on. If this card is normal special summon, you can target one other face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Synchro monsters for the rest of this turn. Also, change this card's level to the level of that target. And if you do, gain life points equal to that target's level times 200. Okay. During your main phase, you can special summon one fiend monster with a level lower than this card from your hand. A level lower than this card. Alright, I don't know what this deck's meant to be comboing with, but it looks like some kind of combo-y thing where you summon a dude, special summons this guy, changes its level, then special summons another dude. On its own, it looks garbage, but as part of a combo, maybe. It just seems garbage outside of like a specific combo, and since I don't know what the specific combo might be, I'm just going to call it garbage for now. Because it just seems like it'll be garbage. Unless Morph King is some kind of archetype I don't know of too, who knows. Alright, moving on. We have the ace of all the decks, the ace of the box, the card that should have been on the card art. We have my boy, Garvus. My boy Garvus. Alright. A level, what is he, level 6? A wicked beast that resembles a winged lion. Isn't a winged lion just called a griffin? Isn't that what a winged lion... Isn't that just a griffin? Am I missing something here? Like, doesn't that shit already exist? No, maybe it's not a griffin. Not a griffin. What's the card called? The thing called? These already exist, the winged lions. They already exist. Chimera? Just needs a snake tail then, right? Sphinx? I don't know. I feel like winged lion is a thing though, right? Either way. So we got a naked dude with a Giga Chad chin. He's got the jawline. He's actually got the Giga Chad chin going on. He's also, his right arm looks way musclier than his left arm. I don't know what's going on there, but wait, why is my thing not going away? Yeah. There we go. Actually, gonna be up close and personal there, buddy. Yeah, mixing it with a lot of cool creatures. I swear there's actually just a beast that is already a winged lion. Manicore? What the hell is a manicore? I'm not going to Google it in case something gross comes up on screen. I swear there's already a card that's already a monster. Anyway. 2000 attack, absolute beast of a monster. Obviously, top tier, tier 0. We're going to be seeing in every deck. Moving on. We have Contract with the Void. If you have three or more other cards in your hand, okay, discard your entire hand, and you can special summon a Inferni monster or on the late dancing monster from your graveyard. Oh, from your graveyard? I mean, kind of gets the ball rolling. Okay. Just discard your entire hand. If this guy's in your hand, you're good to go. I mean... useless outside of turn 1. You're literally useless. Think you need a target already in the grave? If you do, that'd be very bad. Like, very bad. Like, very, very bad. I don't think that's how this card works, and if it is, that is awful. Don't know about that one. Yeah, well, this Infinity support is super sus, because I just don't know if it's better than this list we've got here going on, you know? We'll see. We'll see. Probably not the greatest card. It's like purely turn 1. I think it's too hard. Moving on. Dragunity Ravine. Alright. So, field spell for Dragunity. Once per turn, you can discard one card and activate one of these effects. Add one level 4 or lower Dragunity monster from your deck to your hand. Alright, send one dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. Alright, well, stick 3 of this in all your Dragunity decks and we're good to go. Now, this is nutty. Yep. 600 of these in every dragon deck in the game. This card actually sends Dragon Monster from deck to graveyard as well, so it's not even just a Dragunity card. There's some kind of deck that likes having dragons in grave, big pog. But obviously insane Dragunity as well. Obviously. Don't Dragunity basically already have like a billion starters anyway though? Does this actually help the strength of Dragunity or not? I feel like the deck's already like giga consistent. Get off my screen. I thought DLM updated it so it had like... I don't know. I feel like Dragunity is pretty consistent already. So I don't think it helps. I don't think like it makes the deck any stronger is what I'm saying. I feel like it's good. It's a great card, don't get me wrong. You'll probably run 3 of it in all your Dragunity decks, or at least 2 of it. But it's like I don't think it'd be that great just because I don't think Dragunity is that inconsistent as it is. So it doesn't like help the power level of the deck. It doesn't make the deck that's already consistent stronger, you know? Deck's already strong. But it's certainly good for decks that need dragons in graveyard. Because it just sends a dragon to the graveyard, so... I'll probably use in other decks outside Dragunity at some point, but I'm not particularly... I don't think this made Dragunity stronger is what I'm saying. I think Dragunity's going to stay the same. I thought the dragon deck's already super consistent anyway. Set up as searches follow up. I mean, I know it's not like I'm saying. I feel like this will have 3 of in all your Dragunity decks. It's just I don't see it making Dragunity any stronger than it already is. It's just going to be like, oh, this deck that's already consistent in all TOTKs is now just going to be more consistent, even though it's basically does what it wants every duel anyway, and just say it's just going to do the same stuff. I don't think it changes much. It's great follow up, I guess. It's pretty nuts, though. It's pretty damn nuts. Anyway, when I look at this card, I'm just trying to work out, like, would Dragunity go from being currently... Where is it? I think that is red. Like, the current Dragunity deck breakdown says, there is not enough in tournaments to generate a breakdown. So, like, does this card mean you'd see Dragunity decks in tournaments again? I mean, you might, because people are going to test it out. But outside of that, once they're finished testing it, messing around, will it turn back into this? I don't know, probably. It's not bad though. Dragunity is really going to love this card. It's great that it has good. It's also just a really good follow-up card, I guess. If your board gets wiped, especially will happen a lot going first because you don't have a whole lot to do going first currently. All right, moving on. Why is this card good for Blue Eyes? It just sends stones to the graveyard. I'm guessing that's why people are typing Blue Eyes, but... Alright. Dragunity Draft. When this card is activated, you can target one level 4 or lower Dragunity monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. If your Dragunity monsters whose original level was 5 or higher attacks, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of the damage step. Yeah, that's like 7 years too late of an effect. We don't care about fucking Wall of Disruption. I guess actually we do care about, this does stop. Oh, actually this does stop at the annoying, getting Sphere Karibo, actually, right? This does stop Sphere Karibo, but it doesn't stop you getting Kite-roided? Is this searchable? Do we have like a... Dragunity doesn't have a search for this, right? Not a standard one? I think one of their Synchros actually might be able to search for it, but that's not super standard. Stops White Princess as well, although White Princess can be used with full battle phase, so not really. It's mostly just a Sphere Karibo counter. Stops Kite Road? It doesn't stop Kite Road. Kite Road would be stopped? Unaffected by your opponent's card effects, but doesn't Kite Road just stop you taking damage? There's no way Kite Road wouldn't be stopped, but Kite Road would just wouldn't care. Surely this doesn't affect Kite Road. Kite Road just stops damage. It doesn't affect the card. I really don't feel like Kite Road would be stopped by that. Like, it doesn't stop... It stops anything. Yeah, but it stops things that are affecting it. Kite Road doesn't affect the card. Kite Road doesn't affect the card at all. It just says, I'm not taking damage. It affects the player, not the card. So this card just makes your card unaffected. Kite Road just says, I don't want to take damage, Lamau. I'm pretty certain this card would have no effect on Kite Road. Either way, I don't think we're playing this card at all, because I don't think there's like a... We would play it as like a one-off if Dragunity had, like... As part of their standard combo, they could search for it. Because they'd search for this if they know your opponent is playing something dumb with a bunch of hand traps. Like, you see they're playing Yugi, they know they have Destiny Draw, they've passed turn 1, you're like, okay, they probably have Sphere Karibos in hand, you'd search for it. But I just don't think it's that great. Especially considering we now have the, that stupid skeleton card people just discard anyway, and you just do it during main phase, discard, reduce attack, which this card would have no effect on at all. And would have no effect on Kite Road either, so... So I don't think we care about this. Alright, moving on. Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier. Continuous spell. When this card is activated, you can target one level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Where you control 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters you control are unaffected by the activated opponent's monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Ooh. Why do you control 3 or more? Is that going to be easy enough to do? Interesting. Okay, interesting. You guys have one freezing change Ice Barrier per turn. Interesting. So there's a lot of cool things about this card. Because we're talking about Duel Link specifically, there's no main phase 2. Which is really big for this card. Because it means that, like, if you had just, like, a shitty level 1 tuner monster on board, and then your 2 big boss monsters, your opponent can't summon anything from the extract to destroy them. They could summon a monster, destroy the tuner monster in battle, but there's no main phase 2, so they can't go to main phase 2, summon their boss, and then remove your big dudes. So, like, you just have to have your 2 big bosses, then a little shitty card, and you're just already immune to, like the Black Rose stuff. You're just immune to it. Obviously, if they could just destroy this card, they wouldn't give a shit, though, so... If they Black Rose the board twice, then they really wouldn't give a shit, you know, because they just destroy the spell card. Plus, you have to have the condition of 3 Ice Barrier monsters actually on the board. So, Don't know. Yeah, they can't summon Trish. That's a not huge thing. Is the synchro monsters they're going into? Are they even going into ice barrier monsters, or they were going into things like Trishula? If we're going into things like Trishula, we won't care. Oh yeah, Trishula. Wait, is Trishula an ice barrier? Wait, she is, right? Wait, she is an ice barrier. Wait, they can go into Trish. Unless they... Wait, I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like this has too much of a cost to be useful. And even if it is, like, good, it's kind of lose to just one MST kind of thing. There's a lot of extra deck cards that can just target one back or remove it anyway, and then you're free to do your other stuff. You just Book of Moon the monsters, then you can target them. True. I don't think this will see play. I don't think it will see play. It's just an interesting card. I don't think it'll be see play though. It's too harsh of a cost. Because I'm thinking, like, would you use this if it had, like, if you just control one ice barrier monster? You probably would, right? But even then, it wouldn't be that great. Because you just there's so much stuff you could do that just remove this back row, or just like Book of Moon the monster kind of stuff, and it doesn't protect your monsters from like back row effects either. So it's not that great. It's pretty bad. All right. Glowing Crossbow. Equip only to a Blackwing monster. It gains 500 attack and defense. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. Okay. I never expected a Blackwing monster to have a crossbow. That sounds odd. If the equipped monster destroys a opponent's battle, you can discard one random card from your opponent's hand. Pretty worthless, because you're always doing this going second. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster was used as synchro material, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Very worthless. Very, very worthless. No, thank you. You can keep your card. Moving on. Infinity Paranoia. Tribute one dark monster, special summon one infinity monster from your deck or graveyard with the same level but a different name, but negates effects. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one infinity monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Same level. What are we searching for this? What are we doing with this? Because the only card you ever want to get, we've talked about this a lot already. The only cards we're looking for is we're looking for this dude. So we're tributing a level 4 to get a hold of him. But what's the point of that? What level 4 would we grab to go with this? I don't know. This card seems like probably just a no. Yeah, if the effects weren't negated, you could use this as just summon out launcher and you're just good to go. Not your dude and you're good to go, but it's negated, so it's like, oh. Yeah, nah. I think no. Yeah, I think we're putting this in the trash pile. I think it's a no-no. Alright, Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Oh. Wow, this is very simple. Add one Ice Barrier monster from deck to your hand. Okay. Nothing to say about this card. Stick it in your Ice Barrier deck. There's your 3 of. Not even a once per turn, by the way. Brilliant. Alright, we now have 6 ways to get a hold of the 1 card starter, which can go into any level water monster. So, Ice Barrier, looking like a deck. Looking like an actual proper deck. Activate this card, search for this card, summon this card, send this card to special summon this card. Use the effect to send some Ice Barrier dude for any level water monster you like, and you're good to go. Yep. This deck is already looking good. You now have 6 ways to get hold of a 1 card combo, and 6 ways is already it's an insane amount actually. I don't even know what the maths is, like 70 something percent, like 78 or something? 78% chance to open it, just with these 3 cards in your deck. It's like 78. I think. Let's just do it. Chance to draw a coda. It's a long time since I looked at 20 card deck math, because I'm already playing Master Duel at the moment, so no, it'll be 20 card deck. 20 card deck, got 6, cards drawn 4? I think drawings is 4? Odds to have 1? Yeah, that was pretty close. I said 78, 79. Yeah, so 79% chance already to open a 1-card starter, or 1.5 card, because it requires a discard. But yeah, that's pretty good. Ice Barrier will be a functional deck. That's all you need to know. Will it be top tier competitive? God knows. But will it be functional? Yes. Cool. Moving on. Wins over the Ice Barrier. Alright. I mean, the card art is spectacular for this. That is a... Like, can we just all take a moment to appreciate the card art for this card? This shit is beautiful. This is like... Actually reminds me of like anime cover art. It's so damn good. It's actually... It looks like flat out like just anime cover art. It's so good. I hope this card is good, because that is great card art. Hopefully it's not wasted. Alright. Tribute any number of Ice Barrier monsters. Special summon from your deck that many level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monsters with different names from each other. Okay, so this card can actually special summon this dude anyway. Okay. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one of your Ice Barrier monsters that is banished from the graveyard, add it to your hand. Alright. It wasn't good in TC, but it's been in Duel Links. No one's return good singers. Alright. This card just seems pretty useful. It's like, but like, it'll be a -1 a lot of the time though. I wonder what the other level 4 Ice Barriers do. I don't know about this card. You set this in the graveyard, you banish this card, and type 1 Ice Barrier monster from banish. It's level 4 or lower too. I don't know. The way this deck's looking to be played, I don't think we need this. Like I said, we already have a 78% chance for a starter, so it's not like we need to search for this anymore. And this seems to be the main way to play the deck at the moment, from just what I'm looking at. So do we need this? It's like just another combo starter for a deck that already has insane consistency already. I don't know about that one. Maybe just a... maybe a one-off, but I don't know about that either. What other low-level Ice Barriers do we have? Is there anything that's just like really just... I get, you know, your high level. And back row removal, dude. Is it a quick play? It's not even a quick play. Yeah, the pros that has a sick artwork. That's just about it. Well, I don't think we're playing this, sadly. Moving on. Xyz Encore. Target one face-up Xyz monster your opponent controls that has Xyz material. Detach all Xyz materials from it. And if you do, return it to the extra deck. Then, if there is no monster card... Wait, if there is a monster card in the graveyard among those detached materials, special summon as many of those monsters as possible from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. Now, we're not using this. No. No. Moving on. Just no. Zero max. Activate only if you have no cards in your hand. Select one Infinity monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and destroy all face-up monsters on the field with attack lower than the special summon monster's attack. You cannot conduct the battle phase? Bruh, we're talking about an Infinity deck here, and you're not conducting your battle phase. Are you playing the game correctly? Infinity is killing you on their turn, alright? We're not making it so that you have no graveyard, alright? This card is a quick play. It's a good side. Yeah, literally, this is a side deck card. We're on ladder. Like, you can play this as a side deck card in a tournament only. On ladder, when would you use this? You're just like hoping your opponent's playing an Xyz deck? Bruh, have you looked at the meta lately? First of all, the box coming out is a Synchro box, so expect Synchros. The new world coming out next month is a Link, so expect links. I don't see much Xyz going on here. Tier list. We have Synchro deck. We have Fusion deck. We have does summon Xyz monsters, alright. Then we have Galaxy Xyz deck. Then we have FS Fusion again. So we have Xyz deck, Fusion, Synchro, with a Synchro box coming and a Link stuff coming. You're just not playing this. You're just not playing this. Just maybe a tournament card, if that. And this card, you're not playing this. We're not skipping our battle phase as Infinity, okay? We're killing your opponent. Alright, Black Sonic. When an opponent's monster declares an attack... Wait, isn't that just Shadow? Anyway, when it declares an attack on a Black Queen monster you control, banish all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls. If you control exactly 3 Black Queen monsters and no other monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. It declares an attack. Oh, it can be used from hand. A hand trap, but it's only battle phase. No. I don't think. It's so close to being good, but it's just not. Like, would you run this, or would you just run a Book of Moon so your opponent doesn't summon the Black Crows that screws you over? You're just not doing it. Yeah, but it's funny. It would be really amusing to watch your opponent just nuke themselves, but let's be real here. It's good against, like, Hero, because Hero don't destroy until battle phase. But against, like, Galaxy Eyes, this card does nothing. Against Rose, this does nothing. It's just a no. It's a no from me, boys. It's a no from me. It's so close, but it's a no. Alright, Infinity Suppression. If you have no cards in your hand, you can activate this card the turn it was set. Okay. When your opponent activates a monster effect where you control an Infinity monster, negate that effect, then you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the activated monster's level times 100. Oh. Oh. Oh, searchable. Oh. Activate the turn it was set. Now we're talking about Duel Links here, so negates don't do a whole, like, there's not many turn 1 negate effects. Got Galaxy Photon does it, but all these decks don't really have, like, turn 1 monster effects that need the effect of this. Like the turn 1 set effect. Like the fact that you can use it on your turn when you set it. Yeah, it's similar to Infinity Barrier. But the thing is, we already have Infinity Barrier, that's the thing. It's like, do we need this if we have Infinity Barrier? So you already, like, your Black Queen, your Infinity deck normally ends on Infinity Barrier and the trap card, the other trap card anyway. Where's the deck I was looking at? Like, you normally end on these two anyway, as your back row. So just kind of like, just don't end on break, you can end on negate instead of break, which is probably better. Does it destroy it as well? It doesn't destroy it as well. I mean, this isn't even a counter trap. I mean, okay, calling this card bad would be horrible. It's not a bad card, okay? But I don't think we need it in Duel Links. This is like something that'd be good in, like, maybe Master Duel. We have actual effects on your opponent's field. We don't have effects in Duel Links on your opponent's field, other than Galaxy Eyes. They have, like, a negate. But most decks don't put a negate on board. In, like, a meta with, like, Harpy as well. Because, like, there's been plenty of metas where a negate effect would be super useful, right? Like, it's good versus other decks like Harpy as well. I don't even know if Harpy's even playable anymore. It's good against Burning Abyss. It also, another thing is that it stops hand traps, right? That's pretty big. It can actually stop Sphere Creeper and Kiteroid, so you can do lethal damage as well. in a deck that predominantly is OTK. Helps with fish a bit. I think he is chain block with fish. I don't know. I don't mind it. I'm just trying to... I don't know. Isn't Infinity turn 1? Yeah, but you don't... It's not this... We're talking about a card game where we have no coin toss where you can choose. So obviously Infinity wants to go... Has stuff to go second as well is good. I don't know. I think this card might be good enough as a one-off. As a replacement for the other Infinity card. If you're playing like a list like this. Like instead of Infinity Break, maybe you just play this instead. And it could be good against some rare... Some like, not even rare. Like there's a lot of decks that do actually have turn 1 setups now that I think about it. Just because the meta ones currently don't. There are plenty like Rogue tier that do though. I don't know. And in like the newer Infinity decks, like if someone builds something out using Sage or something with more monsters, maybe it's good. I think it's alright. I think we probably play this, maybe. it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think we might be able to play it. Alright. Void Cauldron. If an Infinity monster and or a level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro monster you control will be destroyed by an opponent's card effects, you can banish one Infinity card from your graveyard instead. If you have any cards in your hand, send this to the graveyard. Wait, so this card is literally destroys itself after its use, basically, because you draw a card for turn, it deletes itself. Trash sucks. Yeah, I don't think we're using this. I think we just use the... I'd prefer to use the other Infinity Trap we just got over this anyway. Yeah, I think that's a doo-doo. Alright, on to the exciting cards. We got the Synchros. Alright. I think we're going to end on this card because I think it's the most exciting. So I think we're going to start from left and go to... We're going to start from right and go to left, I think. So we'll start on this dude. Assault... This is a level 2. Assault Blackwing, Sayo the Hider. Okay, if this card is Synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster's material, it is treated as a tuner while face up on the field. Twice per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. What is this used for? I think this is just a no, right? Blackwings have, already? Why have I got these tabs open? Close some of these tabs. Go away. Let me see if I can find a Blackwing deck. Do they still exist? Does anyone actually play Blackwing? Does anyone play it? Yes, they do. Good to see. Where's their... I want to see their extra deck. It's pretty stacked, right? Oh, yeah, it's stacked. It's like not... Ah, you could... that gives you a Necro Valley. Wait, why is he playing Fairy Dragon but no Necro Valley? Boy, where's your Necro Valley? Why are you playing Fairy Dragon and no Necro? What's going on there? Why are you playing... Actually, why are you playing this card? put your Necro Valley back in there and cut this thing. What's this thing doing in here? I just click on the same list. I did. Alright, well. Yeah, I don't think this card makes the cut in Blackwing, is what I'm trying to say. Moving on. Red Wyvern. Alright, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. During either player's turn, if a monster with higher attack than this Synchro summon card is on the field, you can destroy the one face-up monster on the field that has the highest attack. Ooh. What level is this? 6? Oh, this is good. Wait, this is the Red Rising stuff is super happy about this, right? This is an easy turn 1 for one of those decks, isn't it? we don't really have any turn ones for that deck right now. Isn't this really just good in Resonator? Isn't Resonator so happy about this? What does Resonator currently end on? It ends on like fuck all, right? Why is there no breakdown for this? Bro, wait, did I click the wrong Resonator card? I probably clicked the wrong Resonator card. Either way. Like, the current end board is like Doom Caliber Knight. With like Book of Moons and stuff. And this card just like really just... Oh, I actually closed the tab. I feel like this card is just very playable. It's fire? Wait, does fire stop you? Can you not summon it? I mean, this card doesn't... You don't care about that, right? Oh, yeah, this locks you for the turn. So you can't even use this afterwards. That's true. That is true. Infinity can summon it? I think Infinity currently ends on like the current Infinity deck can just end on a like a Rhino and then the Gate Exceeds, so they don't really care about this. They've already got turn ones. Infinity's already got turn ones, they don't really need this, I don't think. They could though. I don't know. This card, I feel like people that are saying this card is like bad in chat, I feel like don't understand that Duel Links is such a simplified card game where one disruption, just one, can like break the game. Do you guys remember how strong this dumb dude is? That's not what I'm looking for. What the fuck is it? What's its name? The stupid Rhino. It's like the stupid Rhino beetle bug thing, insect. I think it's an insect. Xyz? Is it an insect? What the fuck is it? The stupid bus. Bus? I'll bring it up. There it is, this thing. Like, you know how broken this fucking thing was? Just this being, like, summonable on turn 1? Made a tier 0 deck. Like, it's so good. That's how strong, like, just one lot of removal is in Duel Links. So if it's just, like, any sort of removal that you can summon on turn 1 in decks that currently don't have it, make this card, like, it's actually not that bad for Duel Links. It could be really good. Obviously, there's a lot of downsides to this card. Like, it doesn't affect monsters that are lower attack. So if your opponent is just going into, like, a Black Crows or something, you can't prevent them going into the Black Crows. And destroying the Black Crows is obviously useless. Like, the monster they summon will get its effects off. It doesn't negate anything. But it's just, like, not a bad card. So on decks that don't have a lot of disruption turn 1 at the moment, that could need, like, a level 6 Synchro like this, it might be really good. Yeah, but the Resonator stuff it's a bit awkward. I thought Resonator would be Pog, but by looks of things, it's not good in Resonator because these all use dark dudes. This one can only summon Dark for the rest of the turn, and this dude can only go with Dark Dragon Synchro, so I think. Yeah, so it actually isn't that good in Resonator. There might be something else that can fit into. We'll see. I'm not sure what else it would fit into, but it's not an awful card. There might be some good start for this. Alright. Moving on. Blackwing Nothung the Starlight. A level 6 Blackwing. Okay. If this card is special summon, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, then one face-up monster your opponent controls lose 800 attack and defense. Pretty irrelevant effect, but anyway. You can only use this effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can normal summon Blame in addition to your normal summon set. Ooh. So you can... I mean, to be fair... I mean, okay, this card isn't bad, right? But... And the but is... Similar to when I was trying to talk about the Dragunities earlier. Do Blackwing need this? Not really, because they already just fully, like... They can already fill up their entire board with Synchros without an extra normal summon. The extra normal summon doesn't really do a whole lot. Plus, all the Blackwing special summon themselves anyway, so you just need a Blackwing on board, and they just all just special summon themselves. Don't give a shit. So it gives you another search off, like, Whirlwind. Yeah, I don't think we need it, that's what I'm saying. Sorry if you guys can hear the rain outside. Like, you might use it as a one-off in the deck, but it's not even like a good level, because Blackwings is level 7 the most of the time, right? I should have kept the Blackwing tab open. I think they're level 7, right? They don't care about level 6s. Like, they'd have to run a new tuner to run this card, wouldn't they? 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, they're all 7s. So they'd actually have to run a separate tuner to run this card. And will they do that? That's just a no. I would not play another tuner in my deck just so I can run this card as a one-off that we're probably not going to summon very often anyway. So I don't think we use it. I think it's just a no. There is no thing good about this card, alright? Alright, moving on. Dragunity Knight, Gorm Flablurera. Level 7. So this is the card you potentially summon with this, and you can run it as a one-off, and you can summon it whenever. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target one Dragon Tuner in your graveyard and equip it to this card. Quick effect. You can send one equipped card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard, and target 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them. Okay. So, Dragunity currently has literally 0 turn 1. Like, none. They do nothing on turn 1. Actually nothing. So, since they do literally nothing right now, like actually nothing, giving them something that has any kind of interaction, even if it's not good against most decks, is probably worth playing. So I think, yes. I think we are running this as a one-off. We are using this card. And this will be your turn 1 Dragunity play basically every game. Because they have no turn 1 at the moment. So this just means, oh, now we have something. Not the greatest, but something. Like, it's not even like that bad in current meta. It's good against Galaxy Eyes. It's good against Rose. It's good against Phantom Knight. I don't know, Burning Abyss. There's plenty of decks this card's okay against. So, I can also equip... I can also get a quick pop. Can you? Wait. What are we equipping? What's that? Is there a... Wait. What Dragunity card when sent to grave is a pop? Can I not spell? Hello? Drag... Oh, I'm not searching in the right section. Wait, what Dragunity effect is a quick pop? Here? A level 2 tuner? Oh, okay, so there's a big there's a big lot of these on that quick effect pop, because this card has the annoying effect of when this card is sent to the graveyard. fucking when effects. I love when effects. Oh shit. Almost good. Almost a good point. It's a when moment, boys. But that is relevant. That is a relevant thing you're bringing up. You could actually use this to pop something on field, which can be good. It's mandatory? Is it? Is it mandatory? Wait. Oh yes, I didn't tell you to choose, right? Oh, it's mandatory. You're right. It's mandatory, you're right. We're saved, boys. It's mandatory. We're saved. Okay. That doesn't seem no easy setup. I think we should be able to set that up. Nah, this is easy setup. Literally, if you ever open your... this dude, and then you open the field spell, you're done. You've already got it. If you open this dude and you open the equip spell, you've got it. There's a billion ways you can do this. Wait, Drag Unity has a quick effect pop turn 1 then. That removes graveyard. But there has to be a card in the graveyard to do it, right? Thank God it's up to 2 cards. So your opponent has to have a card in the graveyard for you to use this effect though, right? So there's a card in the graveyard, you have a pop. Which is pretty easy to do, because most decks that don't exceed will have a card in the graveyard. Like any Synchro decks you can pop stuff with. Wait, the second effect is not mandatory? Which one is it, boys? Are we excited about Slang or not? Drag Unity at kill this. Drag Unity at kill at clears. Miss timing. Question mark. There you go. So it can't miss timing. There you go. We gooed it. Alright. I think this is actually super relevant. I think Drag Unity could have a turn 1 now. That would be cool. If the Dragon is a turn 1, that deck will be sick. Because their turn 2 is nuts. So this could be really fucking relevant. Excited to see how this deck goes. Excited to see how it goes. And they got very, like... We'll see. I think this is relevant. Moving on. We have... Activate Book of Moon, smile. Shut up, chat. Alright. Crimson Blader. Okay. Now this card I've seen in dueling in Master Duel a lot, because it's a big card in fucking whatchamacallit. It's a big card in Sword Soul. If this card destroys an opponent's line of battle and sends to the graveyard, your opponent cannot normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters during their next turn. This card is gross. Like, very gross. I expect to see this in quite a few decks. Because, although you won't get to use this effect all the time, and most times in Duel Links you're going to be OTKing, on those few games you don't, you summon this card out, beat over your opponent's monster, they won't have a next turn. You'll be awful in Duel Links? No way. This is a great one-off. It's actually a great one-off. Like it is in Master Duel. It's the same. It's literally the same use. You won't be able to destroy a lot of things in like a lot of the time in Duel Links you're gonna be killing your opponent anyway. So you won't need this. But it's like if you're against like a Synchro deck, this could be so good. If you're against a PK deck, well then you won't summon it. Like I'm saying, it's a one-off. It's not, this isn't going to be a deck you're going to build. You're going to build your deck around this card. No one's going to do that. It's a deck. Decks that can run a level 8 generic Synchro will run this card because there's no reason not to. It just can come up in quite a few situations, and when it does, You can just absolutely dick your opponent. It can pseudo, like, it's kind of like, it's not an OTK, but it makes it so if your opponent can't do anything on the following turn, you basically OTK them by summoning this card, you know? It's a card you'll summon when you can't lethal your opponent. It seems like a card you'll just run. It will be better later? Nah, I feel like if there's a deck that can run a level 8 Synchro Warrior, or just level 8 Synchro, you just run it. But it has to be a deck that can run this, that is running level 8 Synchros right now, which it won't be any of this new stuff, because new stuff is all water related, so you won't see it in any new sets. But if there's literally any Synchro deck that becomes popular that can summon level 8s, like Harpy could run this, right? They just summon level 8s whenever they like, right? They're not locked into... Are they locked into Wind? I actually don't remember how Harpies work. Holy shit, it's been too long. This deck just runs generic... I just clicked on the wrong card, didn't I? No, I don't want to look at you. No. Where is it? You. Does this deck just run level 8s? Are you locked? I don't remember if it locks you or anything. Oh, Harvey doesn't have any tuners. Yeah, that's right. This card just treats itself as like an Xyz monster. Yeah, you're right. I can't think of any, what other tuner decks, what other level 8, Synchro decks exist then? Is there any that even exist right now? What is, does does Rose Dragon make level 8s? They don't, right? They make level 7s. Yeah, Rose Dragon don't do it. Stardust? Fortune Lady? Fortune Lady isn't really a deck, though. I'm just wondering, I think if there's any actual decks that run it. I feel like this card is good enough where I feel like if you can run it right now, you'll just run it. It's just a toolbox card that you're guaranteed going to be running. Synchron can? Yeah, alright. So, like, my opinion on this card is, it's, like, I don't agree with, like, people won't run it now, but they'll run it later, because I feel like people will run this now, but they just need a deck to run it in. So if there's a singular Synchro deck right now that can make level 8s, you'll have this card in there as a toolbox card. You'll just have it. There's no reason not to. It'll come up in a lot of situations. It just will. It's a great card. It's just, I don't think there's any level 8 Synchro decks at the moment that's that good. Stardust is actually might be kind of popular with them. There's a Warrior in here, right? So maybe we'll go in the Stardust deck, maybe. Buster Blader can make it, true. Alright, anyway, moving on. This card seems pretty good, but it's really not a deck can run it at the moment, because there's not that many Synchro decks that aren't going to be water coming up. Alright. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now, is this card in the box, or is this card in the sale that's coming? Because there's a sale coming for this card. So, I don't know if we're getting this in the box and in the sale or not, but either way, I guess I'll read out the card anyway. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to one card from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. Oh boy, this card is goddamn disgusting. Up to one. Wait, does this mean can you activate this effect if you don't have... How's the other Trishula raid? The Wait, this isn't the card I'm looking for. This one says exactly, this one says up to. Okay, that answers my question. So this card, you don't actually have to have one in each, right? You can just activate it whenever, because it doesn't say exactly, it says up to. So you can even use this on turn 1 just to send one card if you wanted to. Yes? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Alright, well obviously, banger of a card. Non-target. That's disgusting. Gets rid of graveyard, gets rid of hand, gets rid of field. Really good, really good. There's not really a whole lot I need to say about this outside of it's just good that you're going to run it. Decks that can summon it are going to run it. It's really good. The downside of this card is it's level 9. So it doesn't work with Territory of the Sharks. That is a downside. We can't Territory of the Sharks this card out. Doesn't mean you can't run Territory of the Sharks though. Oh, 2+ monsters? Ooh. That's true, actually. It's hard. It's actually fairly hard to summon. Well, that's actually really big that you point that out. Huh. 2 non-tuners lost this card. So Crystron can do it. That is a good. That is a point, Mr. Karagin. Karagin. Sorry, I'm butchering names, but Diva, Marksman, Angler is Trish. True. Huh. Alright, well, these cards would be a lot harder to summon with that. It has 2 non-tuner monsters. But its effect is really fucking good. I wonder how popular this will be. Yeah, I think like it's just gonna be like the one obviously gonna play. Like I don't see why you wouldn't run this if you're playing like a water deck. It doesn't seem too hard to summon because even in like the current water decks, like you said, the Diva. Summon Deep Sea Diva wherever she is. Diva brings out the Sea Serpent dude, which is, I've already forgotten his name. It's like Marksman or something, right? Marksman? Oh, I got the wrong one. God damn it, it's the other one. Fuck. This dude. Yeah, so Diva summons out infantry. Then you just have to have, what? A 5 somehow? That's kind of awkward, actually. Level 5 is pretty awkward. There's Diva into Marksman plus level 4. Yeah, that works. Diva, Marksman, and a level 4. I guess you can just summon infantry, Territory of the Sharks, summon Diva, summon Marksman. That works. Or you can just use Angler. Angler works too. Just this, Angler. Or this, Territory of the Sharks, normal this works too. So it seems pretty easy to summon in the normal water decks right now, so I feel like it's just a card you'll run at least one of. Yeah. Would you run it in the Ice Barrier deck though? Probably not. I don't think it doesn't sound like an Ice Barrier card. Despite this being Ice Barrier in its name. It seems pretty awkward. Actually, was there a level 2 that you can... Wait, so 4... And it reduces by 2 though. Damn, if it wasn't reduced you could, because it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what about with Territory? 4, 8, then it'd be -2, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn, it still doesn't make it. Or does it? Does he get to reduce... Oh my god. If you use this effect... You can make this level 3 though. Because you can send this to the grave. I guess this on the turn it's not sent though, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to think of a way you'd play this in Ice Barrier. It's getting hard to do. But the one card combos from this deck doesn't really make it that easily. I guess you can summon something that isn't this. You can summon the other tuners. Maybe you make it somehow. TG can make it during your opponent's turn. That is very true. This is a TG card. But to be fair, would you activate this or would you just activate, you know, Gandrat? How do you even spell that? Is it Gandrat? Is it spelled like that? It is. Or we just make Quarion, you know? Plus your board's probably more set up for Quarion anyway, because you have the 2 tuners and 1 non-tuner, whereas this one, it's like kind of the opposite, so you wouldn't have the board set up for it. I feel like you'd set up Quarion over this. Wait, how do you make it? So you make... No. This one? Summon Hexa. And then which one card? What card do you send? Send Speaker. Oh, you summon a token, don't you? Makes level 1. So what is that enough? For... Wait. Oh, it does summon. True. Thank you. Thank you, huh? In chat? Huh? True. Okay, thank you. So it is summonable very easily, actually. I was thinking of sending this card, but of course you want to send this card. This one doesn't even use it on the turn you send it. Oh, that's very easy to make then. That's still 1 card. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Alright. Very, very good. Very good. Alright, that makes Trishula very fucking good. It's actually a 1 card. Very good. Wait, can I do 1 card? Wait, did you lie to me? Hexa can only do level 3 or lower? Wait. Damn it can only do level 3 or lower. You can't do it. Damn it, chat. We got pranked. God damn it. God damn it. We got ruined. Fuck, I want to make this card Ice Barrier so bad. There's got to be an easy way to do this. There has to be. Whatever. Let's move on to something else for now. Okay, this card will probably be in the deck somehow. All right, Ravenous Croco Dragon Arctheus. So this card sees a lot of play in Master Duel. You'll see it all the goddamn time. Gains 500 attack and defense for each card in your hand. You can use these once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can draw cards equal to the number of non-tuners used for its synchro summon. Quick effect, you can discard 2 cards, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So, my first impressions of this card is it's a lot worse than it is in Master Duel, because your hands are nowhere near as big. There's no way you would get hand sizes that the Master Duel deck does. But, and it's level 9. It's like a draw 1 a lot of the time. The attack will be pretty damn low compared to Master Duel. The Aussie monster. Yeah, there's no VFD too, which is kind of the whole point of it. So I don't think we're using this. Wait, this is from the wiki? Wait, the wiki says? Hang on. Hey, we've got a wiki article. What's this? Okay. Normal summon Revealer of the Ice Barrier. Alright. Activate her effect to special summon Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier, which is the frog, alright. Then special summon Speak of the Ice Barrier from your hand. You have to have it in your hand? That's boring. That's not 1 card? Gross. Alright, fine. 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 Fucking 1 card. It's not a 1 card combo. Anyway. So, this Croc, I'm very reluctant to say it's going to be good in Duel Links. It's a quick effect, that is true. But you have to have 2 cards in hand for it. It does draw a card, I guess. Actually, now that you mention it, it is a quick effect. I feel like it's just going to be much worse than it is in Master Duel. The attack stats gonna be so fucking low. We have like 2,000 attack most of the time, I'd imagine. I guess there isn't really... I never lied. It'll work with the shark still. I don't think it does though, because this card has to can only send. You can send one level 3 or lower, so you can't actually send this card. I wonder what like. There's probably not that many good turn 1. Like, because the current, if we're playing it just off of the current water deck, like the other version of water, like Shark won't need this. They'll just do their normal Sea Serpent stuff for removal, so you wouldn't care about this. But the new Synchro decks, would you set this card up turn 1 as your best turn 1? I don't know about that one. There's one quick effect to removal. I do like the card. I'm just not really sure how good it'll be in Duel Links compared to Master Duel, and if you'll run it. It seems like a good turn 1 option if there's nothing else. But I'm suspecting there'll probably be something else. I guess at worst though, you just summon this thing, draw 2, and then you just hit a Book of Moon. You just set the Book of Moon instead. You know? There's a Book of Moon now, that'll do. It's pretty hard to go into a level 9 just for like one quick effect pop in most decks, I'd imagine. But Christian will be hit again after Trish, maybe. Christian is gonna love the current fucking update. Isn't Christian like lock you into... Does Christian not lock you into machines? So probably not, right? Christian isn't a fucking machine. I don't know about this card. This card's too hard to rate. I think I'll just wait to see what happens when it comes out, if people are gonna run it or not. It might not be strong enough for a turn 1. We'll see. Alright, Stardust Warrior. 1 Tuner Synchro monster, 1 or more non-Tuner Synchro monsters. During either player's turn, if your opponent would special summon a monster, you contribute this card, negate the summon. And if you do, destroy that monster. Nice little solemn effect going on there. During the end phase, if this effect dies this turn and was not negated, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Yep, that's pretty good. If this card's destroyed battle or face-up card would leave the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 level 8 or lower Warrior Synchro monster from your extra deck. So the thing about this card is it's very, very easy to summon in the deck we already have, whatever it's called. Stardust. What deck runs this? This one? Yeah, this one? Yeah, this deck, right? So you go on a deck that's normally only good at going second, because you normally just summon this card then beat your opponent 600 times with it. But now, instead of maybe going into this thing turn 1, you can just go into... Fuck, that's the wrong card. You can go into this new card that has a negate on it. So I reckon that deck got a lot stronger. If it's destroyed, again, you use your search as well, right? Yeah, the thing. This card's actually really fucking good. I feel like this will make Synchron so good. They actually have a turn 1 now, right? It can't summon? I'm pretty sure it can summon this. That deck can summon this card. I'm pretty sure that's why they updated the skill, because they updated it to specifically include Warrior, to include this card. I'm pretty sure that's why they made it. Did they not? Can this deck not summon it? What is it? Level? It's level 10. It's the same level as this card, right? So you can literally just do the exact same play and just make the other card instead. There's no... Like, I don't see why you couldn't, right? Because the skill has been changed to include it. Your deck contains at least one shooting star dragon, at least 4 junks. Your deck contains at least junk or synchron monsters. Where was the problem with it? Yeah, all warrior. It says all warrior. Dragon type wind monsters or warrior synchron monsters. So this dude. Wait, it's not a synchron. Wait, say warrior or synchron? Wait, I can't these skills are all worded so dumbly. I can't tell when it says oh, no, it says warrior in the name anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you can summon this turn 1. This deck actually will be so fucking good now. Because its turn 1 currently doesn't exist. And now it has a solemn turn 1. A flat out, here's a solemn turn 1. That's really good. I feel like this actually be the first deck I'm playing. Because, like, when you get this box, right? The only card you need to make this deck, if you already have this deck, is you just have this. There you go. Boom. There's a video for you. So I feel like this is just going to be the first video I make is on this card. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Nice. Alright. Next card. Trishula. 0 Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So similar to the other Trishula, 1 tuner plus 2 non-tuner monsters, and it's level 11. This seems like a Territory of the Sharks maker. Because you just have 4 for... I don't know. Then you summon something else. Level 3 or somewhere. When this card is synchro summoned, you can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. Oh! Similar to the other... to, Quarion. You can banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. If you synchro summon card, it's only destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Trish the Dragon Ice Barrier from your extra deck or graveyard. Its attack becomes 3,300. Then half the attack of any face-up, saves monsters your opponent currently controls, also negate their effects. Okay. Damn, this actually is better than, if this is better than Quarion, you might play this in TG. Can TG easily summon this during your opponent's turn? Is level 11 easy for TG? Surely they can make level 11 really easily, right? Yes. 11 is hard? What's the current TG list look like? So Crayon's 9. So how would they make 11 for... That's 2 tuners. You have to have another level... So the deck just needs another level 4, right? So you just need this dude plus level 3. And I just need the dude too, right? 5? 5. You're a tuner, so 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 2 warriors does it. I don't know why I'm looking at specifically TG. I was just trying to think of decks that actually want to, like this card's an upgrade to Quarion, so you'd probably run this card and this card in TG if that's, like, the new upgrade for it. But how would you run this in the, like, new water decks? How do new water decks get a hold of this card? It seems pretty AIDS. So we need to make level 11 somehow. So keep in mind, we have Territory of the Sharks. That is a skill that we can use. So 4, 8... And this card makes level 3. Oh, that's actually not too hard. This card can just send this. So this card, this card, this card, this card. This card's it. Oh, that's actually not too hard to make. that's actually a lot easier to make than I thought, right? This dude special summons himself. This card can just special summon this from deck. This guy makes himself into a level 3 by sending this to grave. So it's a 2 card combo. Makes this dude. Star Guardian, Power Gladiator, Booster Raptor. Star Guardian, Power Gladiator.
Card games on motorcycles!
Power Glad? Booster? Well, that's not too hard to do. Doesn't the other TG skill actually make that super fucking easily? The other TG skill? I think that's a trash line, because it's not like this is the only play you can make. If you happen to open those two, you can make that play. And keep in mind, like, a 2-card combo in a deck that has a card that literally just says, add Ice Barrier to hand, is pretty easy to do. I really think it's nasty territory the Shark shenanigans with this thing, though. It's got to be something that people are going to do with this. Ironically, isn't this easier to summon in the fish deck as well now? Because you just do, Diva again. Because can't you just do Diva, summon out a level whatever territory of the Sharks, then just normal summon the level 3 dude? Can't you legitimately just do Deep Sea Diva, summon Atlantean Infantry, activate Territory of the Sharks, normal summon Marksman, because you can normal summon it with this guy's bonus effect? So you can just make it at this deck as well. Just run more copies of Marksman now. You can keep doing the standard stuff you already do in this deck, only now you also have the option of going into the Trishula stuff. That's pretty dope. Damn, there's a lot of stuff from this. There's a lot of stuff from this new box that is There's a lot of stuff in this new box that makes me excited to just play old decks. Like if it turns out that this card is like triple ultra rare for like every single one of these Ice Barrier cards, and you can't be fucked making it, you can just take your standard water deck you already own and just add the Trishula combo to it. If you want to make this deck, you can just make the Stardust deck you currently already have and just make this. So for people that already have the cards from previous decks, this seems like really easy to make. TG can easily make this. I don't think TG care about this, though. I think TG want to make Quarion. TG are either making Quarion or they're making Trishula now, is what I'm looking at. Ice Barrier stuff is all rare except the Search Spell, which is SR? This is an SR? I guess it's a mini box, so that doesn't make too much of a difference, because it's still only one of. Ooh, that's cheap. So, only one card you're looking for, and you only really need one Trish, one dude anyway. Is both Trish's ultra rare? Oh no, because this card's from a pack though, so you just need this card. You need one of this, 3 of this SR, and you've got a deck. This is a mini box. Damn, that's really nice. Wait, this deck could be really fucking cheap. Damn, okay. That's good to know. Okay, so thoughts on the mini box in total. I love it. I love the thought of this card. I so fucking want to get a hold of this. I want to make this video so badly. This card seems so much fun. I want to make this video so badly. The Trishula stuff looks like a buff for just... It's just a really nice little generic Synchro package you can put into any Synchro deck that can summon it. So such as TG, or the Water Xyz, or you can stick it in Ice Barrier. That's already 3 that I can think of. That sounds so much fun. Yeah, actually, nice balance, nice box. Also, Drag Unity actually seems good with the turn 1 now. Actually seems like it'll be worthwhile. This deck seems like... This box actually seems like I can make so much content on without spending much money. Like, even if I don't want to make the Ice Barrier deck, because it had to get 3 of this card, which is kind of like, eh. If I just do one rotation of the box, just one rotation, I can already make a Drag Unity video, because you only need one copy of this. Because you can just make... It's only your turn 1 play, and you've already got... If you already own the Drag Unity cards... You just need one copy of this to make this dude. which will also be 1 copy. This combo, this card's from a sale, and this card you only need 1 copy of. This card you only need 1 copy of because it's your turn 1. So this is just like a 1 rotation box, and I can already make 3 videos. That's fucking amazing. That's 3 videos right there. Hell yeah. Will they get good views? Probably not, but they'll be fun to make anyway. This box seems hella... Competitive-wise, is this box any good though? I mean, I don't think it's going to make the water decks much stronger than they already are. Dragunity certainly gets stronger. The water decks though, I'm not sure. Because I feel like I don't know if Ice Barrier is going to be any better than playing the Deep Sea Diva Fish Shark kind of decks. I feel like they're just better. Because they have access to like Seas plays as well, right? Like this deck is going to be like so based around making synchros, whereas the Deep Sea Diva version can do the same thing, only have the Xyz if they want them as well. It's like I don't see why you'd play this over the other version, you know? That's all I'm worried about for Ice Barrier. But then again, I'm also not really focusing on the higher level Ice Barrier monsters. I'm focusing on this like specific combos going on with these cards. So maybe there's some like higher level combo stuff you can do with other stuff that we'll see. Move Exile Red, no. Yeah, I know Brian Gun Gear exist. Limit 1 Trish. That doesn't really matter. You're not going to be playing more than 1 Trish anyway. Is she even limited? I know they generally limit the cards they do on these sales, but why would they limit Trish? That seems like a really odd limit. I guess you probably can't buy the sale multiple times, right? So technically limit 1. I wonder if it's got any combos on DLM yet. Has DLM made any combos on DLM to look at? Let's have a look. Let me have a look to see if anyone's pinned any combos yet for me to look at. If there has been, I'll show him on stream. I don't think anyone's made any yet. Feels bad, man. No combos. Kennedy? Damn, the stuff has been out long enough net for me to make combos. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, TG's already in there. People know. There's already a tab on DLM for TG. I thought people would be interested in TG for this. Check the Infinity chat for post V-Raid's end board? What are Infinity's making in... What? Wait, what? What are they making? Let me scroll a bit. What were they even end on anyway? Well, this thing? But they always end on that anyway. I don't know what you're looking at, bro. Oh shit, I've lost my chat. Oh, if Reigns give us one more zone. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's actually such a big deal. I think about it. There's an entire zone we're getting. Where are we getting the fucking zone, though? Where is it? Where are they putting the zone? I think there's so many dumb ways they could do it. They're just like, you know what? We'll just stick it above the 3rd zones each. So we just have the entire like left and right side. Arrows just don't work anymore, Lamau. Who needs them? I guess that doesn't matter too much. Wait, actually, it's like that? Oh my god. Okay. I guess if there's any like actual problems with that, they can just errata cards. So they're just like, yeah, we made it so that this link arrow points this way instead, or whatever. But they should just make more down arrows now, instead of making it left and right. Hulk arrows got it? Good. Alright, well... God, this box is actually so high. So the box is announced in game, right? Where's let me change the screen. Let me update this. Update. 1st September. So, pretty good, pretty good. Very soon. Wow, Trishula bundle, wow. Oh, it actually is going to be a limited one. Why? Why limit Trish? What's the point? The exact time? Wait, they're giving us a time now? 30 minutes... 30 minutes past midnight? That's not normal. Normally it's like in the morning, like it's like 10 a.m.-ish. Why is that so early? What the fuck? It's 30 minutes after midnight. That's... What the hell? Huh? Well... Huh. Oh, I guess so you can't play... Oh, yeah, they're limiting to one so you can't play Monster Born and stuff. That's whatever. No, it's not today. It's currently the 29th today for me. So this will be a different date for you guys. Remember, I'm in Australia, so... It's currently the 29th for me, so quite a few days before this. Since 31st, it still has to come up and shit. Alright, well... That's going to do it for my box review, boys. What do you guys think? Final thoughts on the box, boys? What do you reckon? Let's actually do a poll in chat. What's your thoughts? Alright. Box. Thoughts. There's actually not that many options I could put in this fucking thing. Whatever. That'll do. There you go. There's a poll in chat. Do your voting. What are your thoughts? Still no Subterra support? Do we need Subterra support? Seven to 8? It's a 7 to 8 level box. And my vote's going on 9 to 10, alright? That's what I'm putting it. This is a content-filled box if I've ever seen one. Now, who's voting 1 to 3? How's there 4% on 1 to 3? Who is it? Own up in chat. Who did that? Oh, so remember to, like, you know, subscribe and stuff, chat. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, you should totally do that. And you can, like, type in chat and stuff. It's really cool. And you can see when I do all these lovely decks on these box. It'll be great. That was me. God damn it. Alright, boys. We're getting the stream there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll make tons of videos on this box when it comes out. And yeah, I think there'll be a new video tomorrow for Master Duel as well, for anyone interested in that one. Either that or the day after. Maybe. Soon. Plenty of content from this box, though. Alright, boys. Thank you for watching. Haters.